I sat here and watched the United States and Dubai abuse the hell out of me all day. Backed by gods, other countries, all kinds of stuff. And I realized that even gods don't understand how world systems work. Because when I mentioned that when the United States had the deficit, the dollar wasn't even supposed to be of any value. Gods were so stupid. They didn't remember if that's real or not. Well, when the United States was in that negative deficit, when the Japanese dollar helps give the United States money, then it would put the United States dollar down, and upgrade Japan's dollars up. Because see, when Japan puts money into the United States, it would boost and pump up the value of their wealth. So it'd be like taking a chunk of the United States wealth. Nobody realized that. And when the United States had a deficit, it was already drowning the value of the dollar. Because dollars can't have value when the country has no money. I realized at that moment that gods don't even understand anymore. Excuse me. Excuse me. Allergies. I remember when I put that in. I put in fake allergies to seem normal. Now it's just annoying. So, what happens? What happens when the negative deficit made the dollar worth nothing a long time ago? Like, what does that mean? Most of the gods would tell you it doesn't mean shit because nothing happened. Most of the gods would say, well, the dollar seemed like an almighty dollar because nothing happened. Yeah. Anyone out there that has a guess? Anyone out there that has any guess? Well, let me explain. When they made this God's country but let people murder, I did really mean bad things to this country, like every God should have. And then I punished every God that didn't do mean bad things against the country, like everybody should have. I've done things all along against everything bad, like all gods should have. But now all gods are being taken to court because they did not, and dying. And I was teaching people that gods and angels will learn to die forever like everything does. It's just very embarrassing. They'll be dying like degraded nothings in their heavens and more for being such disgusting disgraces. But how does that affect the human race? Well, they committed crime with gods. So now the United States has to carry the death of all these heavens as their punishment. Now, what happens about all this old negative stuff they need to pay for? It all hits now. So today, they get to find out what really is in the value of their dollar. And they get to find out what a dollar is really like when the negatives are sickening. So their dollar is beyond the worst negative reality ever known. So this is where it gets really fun. I mean, I don't know about collapses. I don't know about worse than third world country stuff. That's the prosecutions and punishments of 5 billion tons of other gods. In the world of how I punish countries, dollar value and more, that's how it works. So every country is going to find out the negative of their dollars and find out their dollar is beyond, completely without any value to any extent, except in a negative, bad way. And what it means. Now, what would it mean if $1 could not even be a penny? So if $1 is actually negative 8,000, what happens? Well, let me tell you, because it's already happening. So the countries are going to find out how it works because they're already realizing that it's already in effect. So there once was a country, and the country's dollar is at negative 82.1, which is at about a negative 5. A negative, what word would that be here? A negative 5. It's a big number. It's a big word. I don't know the word here. But it's a negative, and a very big negative. So that country had so much money in their bank account that it was endless zeros. So there once was a country. They had endless zeros in all their bank accounts. And I magically transformed their dollars into the negative that it really is. They ran to every god and said, this is not realistic. Whatever's happening is not realistic. What the hell kind of God is doing this to us? This is not realistic. And they're like, that's the real value of your real worth as a real dollar. And I'm the creator. No one will change it. And the fun part is that now gods have no right to wealth. So gods live in negatives. So the gods that did bad things with these countries live in negatives. And the gods' negatives affect the dollar negatives and the country negatives. So they'll be affecting each other's negatives in their punishments. So it's going to be kind of fun. Because how does a bad God and a bad heaven spiral your already bad dollar and stuff? Well, sadly, I don't think you guys are ever going to get a really good education about the dollar or anything else. Because like I said, gods looked at me like, well, I don't know how the value of a dollar ever exists. Well, it's a bummer. So that country is freaking out beyond words. That country didn't think they were in trouble. They thought they were a pretty good country. What I'm wondering is when that country has no dollar value until it's that sickeningly negative, will they just say screw it and join with giving up and letting the United States and Dubai take over their country? Because when you don't have enough value in your dollar, how the hell are you going to fight back? You know, it's real fun to say fuck you to God, but like once God starts fighting back, like how are you going to win? If you don't have a strong enough dollar, like because you got to make something beyond biological and nuclear reality. Or else the United States and Dubai, they are going to act syrupy sweet, but turn everybody into their bitches. Was their game plan all along. They'll say anything to somebody's face, but it doesn't change anything. Now, remember Y2K? There was that big scare that the technology was going to break. It was really scary. Like, technology can break. Everybody was terrified. And you wonder, where did their terror come from if nothing ever happened? What was it really about? Do you know that the real terror of Y2K was me showing everybody the future of how fun it would be to destroy life after they become dependent on technology? I brought technology so people could call 911 easily from anywhere and everywhere. And all I got was murdered. And I kind of had a feeling I'd get murdered, I'd get treated like crap, and they'd take all the technology and live real good. But I'm never stupid. I made sure when they took my technology and lived technologically happy, they would pay for all of it. And I just wanted to enjoy what they would really feel like if someone ever treated them as sickening as they treat others. And boy, were they terrified to see the future of living so lavishly in technology and losing it all. Go ahead, chicken shit. Go ahead and think or say, my queen, my queen, my queen, and ask the gods to show you the old days of Y2K and the spiritual pictures in your brain that reflected your life before you even got there, spoiled beyond words and technology, while I terrified all of you about what it would be like if you lost it all. Everyone can be evil, people. A dead god probably waited a long time for paybacks. Huh. But I probably wanted everybody to laugh real big. Huh. Because gods are real big and probably better at paybacks than everybody else. You know, but if you're not my enemy, I'm not really talking to any of you guys. You know, so, but let's go back. Before Y2K, there was another weird panic, another weird fear. But nobody could place it. Nobody knew what they were panicking about, and nobody understood what they were so afraid about. But before Y2K, the whole world had a weird panic and fear. I had shown their brain what it would be like to lose everything and be stuck in it. Speaking of the negative value of the dollar, all of you might have already seen the future about it. Go ahead, chickens. Run to my queen, my queen, my queen, and see what future you had seen way back then. You know, it's really fun to live at people's expense. It's really fun to enjoy the demise of things. But once you're abusing the dead, much less a dead god, you probably need to face really, really bad things. And some god needed to make sure there was no way out. And sadly, it's at a bad time where everybody is everybody's enemy. Sometimes you shouldn't schedule rains when it pours.